Ramadan online. Stay connected to the East London Mosque.
East London Mosque and London Muslim Centre would love to say thank you to the following businesses and charities for sponsoring our Ramadan Online 2021 programme: Islamic Relief, Untitled Aid, Global Relief Trust, Penny Appeal, Muslim Aid, Human Relief Foundation, Muslim Burial Fund, Irani Taylor Solicitors, City Realtor, AWMA Architecture.
And we call to you with the knowledge that I see.
Assalamu alaikum, we are the Azharis, and today I'm joined by...
He's hiding behind.
Is he hiding? Is he listening?
Salim and I don't know where he is. Salim and
Sure he's listening. Salim and Azharis and...
Here he is.
Mariam and Azhari saw us.
Okay,
I
fantastic.
found him.
So today's story is about the Prophet Ibrahim. And at the time of the Prophet Ibrahim, do you know what they worshipped?
Idols.
Yeah,
Is
so
that what the story is about? Prophet Ibrahim and idols?
maybe you have to pay attention and you find out. So Prophet Ibrahim, his people, a lot of them are worshipping statues. Some were even worshipping planets and wood and statues and things like that.
But how can they worship what
Maybe
they've
they
made?
think.
Exactly.
Maybe they think that all of them are Allah.
Maybe, but I have a question for you. What do we hear with?
Can you stop touching me with your hands?
Like I said, cold hands but warm.
Belly.
Yeah, for me, Benny. Alright, warm heart as well. Okay, now, so we're here with our ears. One day, let me tell you this funny part. One day, Prophet Ibrahim was playing with the statues, and one of them had
Is this funny?
It is. One of them had very big ears. So, Prophet Ibrahim, you know what his dad said?
What?
His dad said he's got very big ears because that means this statue knows lots and lots of things. Is that funny? Now, Mariam, let me just ask you, would you say I have big ears?
Good question.
The
I would say I have big ears.
You have big ears, okay.
BFG does.
The BFG. Abdurrahman, does having big ears mean that we know lots and lots of things?
No.
No, it
It only means you
doesn't.
can listen
Exactly.
a lot.
So having big ears does not mean that he knows more things. And so Prophet Ibrahim started laughing. Now, Abdullah, what day of the year do you think is the most fun day?
You know this answer.
Eid. Tell everybody at home, Eid.
I love.
Exactly.
Actually,
Okay.
there's two of the funnest best days because there's two Eids.
Good.
And those are my favourite days in the year. because
Excellent.
It's just so fun.
Good. Who wants to get the Azhari pads? Abdullah. Okay.
We're at home with the Azharis.
Now, everybody watching at home, I want you to open up your workbooks, go past the sticker page, go past the reward chart, and go to the last page for this particular episode. What you'll see there is your Azhari pad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain a word to the Azharis here, and I want you as well to draw the word I'm going to explain. You will have 10 seconds, just like everybody here. And let's see if you can race and beat the Azharis to draw the best picture in the quickest time. If you don't have the workbook, it's not a problem. You can always do it on a piece of paper or anything else that you have at home. So, okay, everybody at home and everybody here, 10 seconds to draw. Yes, 10 seconds to draw the first thing that comes to your mind when I say, let me just put my timer on. When I say the word Eid. Ready, steady, Bismillah. The first thing that comes to your mind when I say the word Eid, Abdurrahman.
Done.
Okay, you done? Let's have a look. What do you have? Show me.
Ask Marby first.
Okay, Abdurrahman's still drawing. Let's see yours. Come on, let's see yours.
I show it to the camera,
Go
not
to
you.
the camera. Go. Okay.
Heart.
Presents. Okay, let's see what.
Draw a heart.
You want to draw a heart? Okay, shall I help
Draw a
you?
heart.
There you go. Mariam, what do you have?
I have a treasure map. Only we always go to our grandparents' house and meet our cousins. Then
Yes.
A few days before,
Yes.
our grandparents had hidden treasure, like presents
Presents.
around the house and
Yes.
made little treasure maps
That's right.
for us to for us to find our presents in it. So
Very
This
true.
is the map and then these are all the presents.
Excellent.
And
Now,
the X is the big present.
big presents. So presents on Eid, everybody.
We what?
So the people at the time of the Prophet Ibrahim, they were worshipping statues and idols, and they also had an Eid. So all of the people, they went out on
and
their
the statue
Eid day.
that big ears.
The statue that had big ears was left with all the other statues. Mariam, what do you think Prophet Ibrahim did when everybody went out and the idols were there?
زدني علما.
What do you think he did to the idols?
he chopped up all the idols. Then his axe he put on the biggest statue, around the biggest statue.
Exactly. So Abdul Rahman, let me explain it to everybody at home. When you have, let's say, your Eid cake on a plate and you eat up all of the cake and there's tiny little bits left on the plate, what's that called? Crumbs. Excellent.
That is a whole Eid cake.
And
Even the
there
crumbs.
wasn't a crumb left.
Yeah, there wasn't.
It's not good to waste, is it?
No, wait. Daddy, you could have let us eat
The
it.
crumbs.
Yeah.
All right, next time, remind me. Send me an email.
Next time,
send it
I'm
to
going to eat the whole cake.
All right,
No, you're going to eat the whole cake.
okay.
For your belly to get big.
All right, we're back to the story now. Okay, Abdullah, what did the Prophet Ibrahim use to break the idols? Do you know?
The big axe.
An axe,
big
good. Now come
sharp
sit down so
axe.
everybody can see.
There's
The
a
big sharp axe, wasn't
and
it?
The big axe around the
competition
one
time?
with the big ears.
That's
Dad,
right,
when's
exactly.
competition time?
Now, hands up if you want competition time. Okay. All right, competition time. Go get your Azhari pads.
We're at home with the Azhari.
Now, everybody watching at home, I want you to open up your workbooks, go past the sticker page, go past the reward chart, and go to the last page for this particular episode. What you'll see there is competition time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question, and in your workbooks, you'll find two possible answers. I want you to circle what you think is the correct answer as quick as you can. And let's have a competition and see if you can beat the Azharis here. I'm going to ask them the same question as well. It's 2 points for every correct answer. Now, if you don't have a workbook, it's not a problem. You can write down the answer on a piece of paper or anything else that you have at home. Right, question number 1, everybody, okay? Astaghfirullah, okay, Astaghfirullah. Does it mean, you ready?
زدني علما.
Yeah.
Allah forgive me, number 1, or does it mean Allah hears everything, number 2? What does Astaghfirullah mean? Does it mean Allah forgive me?
Yeah.
Or does it mean Allah hears everything? What do you think Astaghfirullah means?
No, don't
Okay.
ask me first.
Mariam, let's have a look.
No,
What do you- Number 1. Okay, Abdurrahman, what do you think it is? Abdullah, what do you think the answer is?
1.
1. Abdurrahman, what do you think the answer is? Abdurrahman, are you with us?
I don't
Or are you
think
taking
so.
notes? Abdurrahman's taking notes.
What does that mean?
He's
I'm
writing
also
down
taking some notes.
questions. You ready? What's that, number 1? Okay, everybody, the answer is number 1, which means Allah forgive me. Okay, Abdullah, you can move everybody up.
Yeah.
Everyone got the answer right, mashallah. So everyone moves up the leaderboard. Let's move on to the next question. Everybody at home, question number 2, which is, in which month is Laylatul Qadr?
زدني علما.
Is it number 1, Muharram, or number 2, Ramadan? Is it number 1, Muharram, Abdurrahman, or number 2, Ramadan? Mariam, you're first. Let's have a look.
2.
2, Ramadan. What do you have, Abdurrahman? What's your answer? Number 1 or number 2?
2.
2, Abdullah? Number 2. Okay, so everybody at home, the answer is number 2, which is Ramadan. Everyone got the answer right, mashallah. So everyone moves up the leaderboard. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, the next question, everybody, question 3. One of the pillars of Islam is that we give money to the poor and to other people.
Yeah.
زدني علما.
Is this pillar called number 1, zakat, or number 2, hajj? When we give money, one of the pillars of Islam, we give money to the poor and other people, is it called zakat, number 1, Or is it called Hajj number 2? What do you think, Abdurrahman?
Can you ask him always first?
1.
Did you know that?
I looked.
Oh, you looked. Okay. All right, everybody can see that at home. All right, so the correct answer, Abdullah, is?
1.
Number 1. Good. So
Mavi's going.
the answer is number 1, which is zakat.
won?
I think you were all tied once again.
Okay.
Right. Everyone got the answer right. MashaAllah. So everyone moves up the leaderboard. So coming back to the story, Ibrahim, the Prophet Ibrahim, he broke all the idols. The people came back and they said, who's broken our idols? Who could it be?
It must have been the worst day of their life.
Maybe, yes, it could have been. And then you know what they did? They said it's Ibrahim. So they took him into something which is like a court. What's a court, Mariam? Do you know?
A court is like, you know, when someone has done something wrong. Like, for example, they've stolen something. They go to a court where there's 3 judges and they decide, shall we leave him?
Yes.
Or shall we put them into jail?
Yes.
Kind of
So
like,
exactly. So at the time, Prophet Ibrahim, they got the police, and the police went to catch him, or what would be the police at that time.
Yeah.
They brought him in front of all of these people, Abdullah, and they said, "Are you the one who did this to our idols?" Do you know what Prophet Ibrahim said, Abdullah?
Yes.
What did he say?
زدني علما.
He said yes.
No. He said,
No.
He's lying.
"Ask." Who did he say to go and ask?
Allah.
The idol.
Yes, not Allah. He said, go and ask the biggest idol that was left. Remember the one with the big ears? Yes. Now, Abdurrahman, he said, go and ask the idol, can the idol speak?
No.
No, they couldn't. So,
But because he had hung the axe on him, it looks as if the biggest idol had killed all of the other
Exactly.
idols. Not exactly killed because it's not a living being.
but you know, destroyed them, yes. And they became very, very angry, okay? And so they were going to, before we answer that, let's actually go to the Azhari pads.
We're at home with the Azharis.
Okay, everybody at home, 10 seconds to draw. What do you think the bad people at the time, Prophet Ibrahim, they were going to throw him into? They're going to throw him into something. What do you think it was? Okay, you've got 10 seconds to draw. Ready, steady, bismillah. What do you think they were going to throw him into? Okay, let's have a look. Mariam, what do you have?
I had fire, and also on top of it, because I couldn't draw the prophet, I just did a few scribbles.
Okay, Abdurrahman?
Fire.
Whoa, look at this fire.
That's
This is
a
very
big
scary fire. Okay. Whoa, that's even scarier. Look at this fire. Wow.
Is this scarier?
That is very scary. Abdullah, now they had this big fire like the one you drew, okay?
Yeah.
How do you think, like the one you drew, yes. How do you think they put Prophet Ibrahim into the
Tried
fire?
to-
Hold on.
So there's this rock that's holding down the string, and Prophet Ibrahim is tied to string,
Oh,
and then a person moved the rock. A person moved the rock away, and then Prophet Ibrahim was falling into the fire.
Yes, and Abdurrahman. Okay, you come here and you tell me.
They tied the legs up,
Yes,
and then they tied the arms up like this,
and then?
and then they put the big rock there on the ground, and then he went in the fire.
He went into the fire. So it was like a catapult. Mariam, do you remember another prophet who also used a catapult? He wasn't catapulted himself, but he used a catapult. You remember? Like a slingshot.
Oh, I know.
زدني علما.
Prophet Dawood, yes, everybody, Prophet Dawood, do you remember he's the slingshot?
yeah.
Good.
To kill Talut.
To kill Jalut, the bad man. yes.
Jalud, not Talut.
Yes. Now, Abdurrahman, when Prophet Ibrahim was put into the fire, an angel came to him. Do you know the name of the angel?
And then the people thought that he was dead in the fire, but actually the angel was flying him to Allah.
The angel went there, and do you know the name of the angel? You said it already.
Ibrahim.
Jibrahim. Close. It wasn't Jibrahim. It was Jibrahim. Okay, the angel Jibrahim. Now, Maryam, what happens? Jibrahim. Yeah. We're practicing that. Maryam, what happens when fire touches your skin?
You get this sudden spark and it goes, and then it hurts.
Or it burns your skin. Okay, so do you get hurt?
But it didn't because the angel came out and it flew him up to Allah.
Not quite. Let me explain. So the angel came, Angel Jibreel came and said, "Can I help you? Can I help you, Prophet Ibrahim?" And Prophet Ibrahim said, "I don't want any help from you. I will only want help from Allah." And then he said a very, very important dua. He said, "Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil." Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Do you know that? Okay, so everybody say that with me. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. So whenever we're in difficulty, we can say that dua. That's what Prophet Ibrahim said. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. So,
Say that right now.
good. So we've all learned that. Everybody at home, we hope you learn that as well. Whenever we're in difficulty, we say that dua. And you know what happened to the fire?
What?
It cooled down
Yes.
and it burned the rope and it came out fine.
Exactly. So Prophet Ibrahim came out fine.
Wow.
So one of the things we learned today is if
But
we're...
then the Prophet Ibrahim said, "Go and ask the biggest Turks." As of the big statue has made all of them go down, and the yellow suckerfish is out. Look.
Maybe the suckerfish wants to hear the story about Prophet Ibrahim. Okay.
And
so
it can clean
It
up.
hardly
they can
gets
clean up.
out.
Okay, so everybody, that brings us to the end of this episode today. And one of the things we learned is the importance of... It's stuck? Okay, you look at the fish, I'll tell everybody at home. Is that if we're in trouble, what was the dua we can say? If we want help, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Okay, everybody, Assalamu alaikum from me too. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. The East London Mosque and London Muslim Centre has been providing vital services for our community for many, many decades, be that religious, social welfare or educational needs. During the COVID-19 lockdown, the masjid was shut for almost 5 months. And subhanAllah, what a testing period this was for many of us.
During the lockdown, we managed to provide many vital services for the community. For example, online Islamic talks, advice and counseling by phone, food bank, medicine delivery, and support for burials.
As you know, government restrictions mean that we are currently operating at reduced capacity. This has meant, like many organisations, the mosque's income has significantly reduced. The mosque needs your support now more than ever. Please do consider setting up a regular donation and a standing order. You can do this by visiting our website. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.